Hey everyone, what's going on? Waseem back with another fragrance video. Today I'm doing a review of a fragrance from the house of Creed. The fragrance I'm reviewing today is Aventus, working off a 50ml decant here. Aventus was released in 2010 and is classified as a Chypre fruity. The noses or parfumés behind this scent was a collaboration between father and son, Olivier and Erwin Creed, who are 6th and 7th generation Creed respectively. The scent of Aventus was created to celebrate strength, vision and success. It was inspired by the dramatic life of war, peace and romance lived by the Emperor Napoleon. A little bit of a background regarding the House of Creed. I won't go into too much detail because they are a very popular house. But for those people that don't know, Creed is a house which is based in France right now but traces back its roots in London, England. A lot of their marketing is centered around the fact that when they were in London in the early days, they used to create fragrances for very rich, noble people, high-ranking people such as kings and queens all over England and through Europe. How much of that marketing you want to believe is up to you. I think it's not believable at all, but there you go. So let's move over to the notes of Aventus. So at the top you're going to get blackcurrant, bergamot, apple and pineapple. The heart of the fragrance is rose, dry birch, Moroccan jasmine and patchouli, and the base of the fragrance is oak moss, musk, vanilla and ambergris. Obviously that very popular and distinguishable ambergris which is present in nearly every single Creed fragrance. So Aventus by Creed, what do I really get from this scent? For me, this opens up very smoky and very woody. You get that dry birch and musk straight away for me, and along with those two notes which are very prominent at this stage, the very woody and smoky nuance, you pick up some gentle fruits as well, and the fruits that I pick up are the blackcurrant, the green apple and the pineapple. For me, the opening, it really hits you in the face. It's so powerful. It's so strong and it's incredibly masculine. This fragrance has a masculine feel about it, but it's a fresh opening, if that makes sense. It's not a dark opening like fragrances such as Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Those are dark masculine fragrances. This is a masculine fragrance but in a fresher sense. So the opening is very much about this very smoky and woody opening with some gentle fruits. After that, as the fragrance develops, it starts becoming a little bit more fruitier. And for me, the opening few hours of the scent has this really distinguishable sour vibe. And that sour vibe that I'll get, it's probably down to the notes of the blackcurrant and the green apple. As the fragrance dries down on my skin, the fruitiness, as I was saying, starts becoming more prominent on your skin and starts becoming the center stage, especially the note of the pineapple. And a lot of people talk about this pineapple note in Aventus, and it's probably the most talked about note in Aventus itself. However, for me on my skin, I didn't find the pineapple to be incredibly distinguished on my skin itself. It's definitely there, but I couldn't really pick it out straight away when it was on my skin. I couldn't really say, oh yeah, that's pineapple when I was wearing it. It was quite gentle on my skin. This fragrance overall for me is a very smoky woody scent backed up by a lot of fruit, but as the fragrance develops, that pineapple notes especially starts becoming more prominent. Deep into the dry down as well, the fragrance, the longer it stays on my skin, becomes less and less smoky and woodier and more fruitier and sweeter. And especially in the dry down, I get this lovely sweetness to this scent, which I believe may be coming from a very gentle vanilla note. Now that vanilla note is very faint, but it really does help to add to the sweetness in the dry down. Overall, Aventus itself is not a very complex scent. It's not a scent which has a lot of facets or characteristics or dimensions. It's not like for example Epic Man by Amouage, a niche level fragrance which just has so many characteristics to it. It's spicy, you get this lovely fresh spiciness which then develops to have this amazing castoreum animalic notes of leather and oud. Epic Man, when you wear that scent, it really takes you on a journey. Aventus by Creed a niche level fragrance itself. The scent itself is not incredibly complex, and you could say it's simple in the lack of a better word. It's quite a simple scent. Even though it's quite a simple scent, it's pretty much a very smoky, woody, fruity scent with a touch of sweetness in the dry down. It's probably one of the best smelling fragrances I have ever tried. I am being honest, guys. The hype this gets, I can understand this hype. The scent itself, it's beautiful. When I was watching YouTube videos back in the early days, 2011, 2012, 13, 2014, before I got my hands on this decant back in 2015, this fragrance used to get a lot of hype, and I always just look past this fragrance. I actually didn't even watch many reviews because I was just sick and tired of hearing about Aventus all the time. I just really thought this is a hype fragrance. It's not going to live up to its billing. However, I bought the decant, and on that first spray, it really hit me in the face why this one was getting so much hype. The scent itself is just amazing. A little bit of a story. I picked this up in 2015, and to date I've used half. So I've used about 25 ml in about 2.5 years or so. For me, that's a lot of juice to be using, considering I have a vast collection of decants and bottles. And for me, I pretty much completed the review of Aventus at the end of summer last year, beginning of fall and autumn. I was testing it a lot in spring and summer and a few weeks of fall last year, and I was ready. I created all my notes and I was ready to release a video. It was just a case of recording it. But however, at that time, during that stage last year, I became incredibly busy with a lot of things in my professional and personal life, so I wasn't able to release a video. If you've been a fan of my channel, you might have noticed last year I took about a 2 or 3 month break, and I wasn't able to release this video. So I started this year. I've been releasing videos on a regular basis, and I was ready to release this video as well because I had all the notes written up. But I wanted to wear this fragrance one more time just to put me in the mood and to remind me of the scent. So a few weeks ago on a Saturday night, I sprayed this on, and it was the first time I sprayed it on and since the start of fall last year. And that first spray, it just really hit me again how much I love this scent. The scent is just magical. It's such a pleasing fragrance. One thing about Aventus, which is a massive positive in its scent itself, and it owes so much to its popularity, is due to its versatility. Aventus is a scent which, due to its characteristics of being woody, smoky, fruity, and a little bit sweet in the dry down, it owes to the fact that it's incredibly versatile. Aventus can be worn day, night, every single season, spring, summer, fall, winter, every season. The freshness works fantastic for the warmer months, and due to that smoky and woodiness that it has, and the performance that it has, which I will touch upon in a bit, this fragrance can work in every single season. It can cut through the cold, and it's perfect for warmer weather as well. Again, with the versatility, this can be worn in every single occasion you can think of. I've worn this to work, nights out, casual, formal, you name it, you can wear this scent at every single occasion you want. It's a very versatile scent and very pleasing. So it's a Swiss Army knife of a scent. Now moving on to performance, this one is beast mode. On my skin, this is beast mode. I get at least 12 hours of longevity, if not more. It really just carries on my skin. And in terms of projection, this is beast mode. This one projects excellently all day. Even after 10 hours, I've received compliments with this scent. It really pushes out. You have a great scent cloud around you, great sillage, great projection. And moving on, talking about performance itself, I'm going to talk about the compliment factor. I don't think you can ever have a review of Aventus without talking about compliments. And a lot of my reviews, I think 95% of my reviews on YouTube don't talk about compliments, but I'm going to be talking about compliments today for Aventus, because I have received so many compliments from this scent, and I really can't believe I have as well. I'm not the type of person that receive compliments as much from my scents. I wear fragrances twice a day, every single day, for the past 5-6 years, and I don't really receive compliments that much, especially from people that aren't my family, but I've received so many compliments with this fragrance. I've received compliments at work, from friends, from family, from people I don't even know. I've received compliments from this scent, which I never thought I ever would. A little bit of a story. Once I was sitting in a reception room, and it was just me. The receptionist was there, and one of her colleagues walked through. She was a female. The receptionist was a female as well. And as soon as she walked in, she was like to her receptionist, her colleague. She was like, "Wow, what perfume are you wearing today? It smells amazing." And she was like, "Oh, I'm not wearing anything today." So she wasn't wearing anything, and the smell that she was getting, the perfume she was getting, was actually my scent. And I was sitting quite far away from these guys, so the fragrance really just fills up the room, and it's very, very pleasing. It's a scent which has universal please, in my opinion. If I was to give this fragrance a final rating, I think I'm going to give it, I'm definitely going to give this scent a perfect 5 out of 5. The scent is amazing. For me, it's one of the best smelling fragrances out there. It is truly magical. The performance is insane. The versatility is insane as well. It's a perfect fragrance. It's a 5 out of 5 for me. If I was to talk about negativity, the one negativity about this scent, apart from price, it's a very expensive scent. It's the fact that the negativity is the fact that this is so popular owing to its pleasing quality. Because it's so pleasing, it's become very popular. I've smelt this when I'm out. I've smelt this in restaurants, at shisha lounges. When I'm at shisha lounges, I've smelt this being worn by loads of Asian lads, and that really pisses me off because I don't want to be smelling like typical Asian lads. But I guess it's so popular, a lot of people are wearing this, and I've even smelt this at the gym, believe it or not, which is insane. I don't know why someone would wear this at the gym or wear fragrances at the gym for starters. I just think that's ridiculous. But yeah, I've smelt this at restaurants, the gym, when I'm out and about. I've smelt this everywhere. And it's quite annoying when a niche level fragrance is so popular. A lot of us wear fragrances, especially niche, because we want to be so distinguishable. We want to be very different and unique, and we want to have that own special scent to us. And if everyone's wearing a certain scent out there, it kind of diminishes that uniqueness that you sort of feel when you wear a fragrance, such as niche fragrances. So it kind of really pisses me off in that sense that it's so popular. And the fact that it has so many clones out there as well, which I'm going to touch upon as well. There's a few clones out there that smell very, very, very similar. That's Club de Nuit Intense for Man. There's a few others out there as well. I forgot the names on top of my head. The Haramain one is a great clone as well. All these clones out there do smell very, very similar to Aventus, but for me, they will never compare to the real juice, guys. Whenever you wear this scent, it just, like this scent was created for. It really lifts you up. It makes you feel successful. It makes you feel very strong, very masculine. It just has that special touch. For me, guys, if you don't have the money to actually buy the full bottle, which I don't either, then it's best to get involved in split groups on Facebook or buy yourself a sample and wear this on special occasions. It's a very, very unique scent, and it's one you definitely have to check out. Perfect score, 5 out of 5. The hype is real. If you haven't tried this, please do. It's a magical scent. Trust me, it's a beautiful scent. You have to check it out. So that's the end of the review of a very special fragrance, Aventus by Creed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, see you later.